Hi everyone.
Hey everybody.
I'm Carina.
And I'm Seth.
And we are not in the studio right now.
We're not. We're in a room.
We're in a still podcasty environment though. But we wanted to do a quick video celebrating our 4-year anniversary and kind of just sharing some things we've learned and reflecting on it, what it's been like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been good.
I'm glad it's been good. Did you expect us to be together for 4 years and plus?
I mean, at first, no, but once we got to like 2 years, I didn't see it. 2.5 years, I didn't see us really breaking up. There were a couple of months even in between that and now that I thought we had a chance of maybe distancing, but I don't know about if I ever thought we would actually break up.
Yeah. It's funny because when you first start dating someone, you're like, I'll be with them forever. But you don't think about what that actually means because a lot has happened in just 4 years, and it makes me think about us staying together and how much more will happen in a lifetime. Yeah. You know, good and bad things.
Mm-hmm. 4 years, that's a long time when you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're 20. That is 20% of your life.
When you say it like that, that's insane.
It's pretty wild. I'm 21, that's like 19% of my life.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy to think about it that way.
And thinking about how different we are from the people that we were when we first met. Everyone always, like, I remember my aunt used to always tell me, you can either grow together or you can grow apart. And I was like, oh, well, we're just gonna be the same people that we are. Like, I know that I love you because I fell in love with you and all of your traits and all of your, you know, the things that make you you, but then you grow and morph into someone different. Thankfully, I think we have grown together, and I still love the person that you are, and I love you even more every day. And I just can't believe how different we are, because we shared lots of testimonies before, but I just feel like growing together is something special and something so deep and weighty that I couldn't have imagined before knowing you. And like when we started dating, I couldn't have imagined all of the changes we would go through and the seasons of life that we would experience together.
Yeah.
You doing okay?
No, yeah.
Seth is tired. He was working hard today.
No, I'm not tired. I'm wide awake. I think I said this the other day, and a lot of people might say this, when you find someone that you feel like you're comfortable with, it feels like they've been with you your whole life. And thinking back to thinking back to when I was like in my high school, for some reason I think about it with Carina and I still dating, but we weren't. I didn't even meet Carina until I was already basically an adult. I was 17. So for me to think back and think about that time, it can be really weird because I feel like she's been here the whole time, but she hasn't. And I think it's more that it would be really hard for me to imagine my life now without Carina in it, you know?
Yeah. I fantasized a lot when I was really young, like 12, 13, about what a relationship would look like. And if I was going to give any advice, I guess I would say to not hold those standards that you created, you know, as a kid to your adult relationship, because I definitely did. And I was thinking, oh, we're just gonna get married super quick and fall in love and everything will fall into place. And I think the most valuable thing that we've gotten to experience has been changing together and experiencing different seasons of life together, seeing each other in every season physically, like the weather changes because that affects a person, and taking time to get to know the different parts of Seth, because there's things I'll probably find out, 10 years down the line, but it is true that you spend the first year and a half being so infatuated and not seeing any type of flaws. And I think actually the fights that we have experienced and the changes and questions have only enhanced our relationship. And asking questions about like our philosophies of life that have continued to change. It's just crazy how much there is to a person. Things that I still probably don't know that I'm excited to learn about him. I just feel so thankful to have been with you for so long. I know so many relationships out of high school don't last, and I feel so grateful that you're my best friend in the whole world, and we're going to continue to change and grow, and the future awaits us, and we're not on a particular timeline. We're not supposed to be on anyone else's timeline, except for God's, and so that's what I have to say. I feel like I'm kind of just making general statements that people might already know, but if there's anyone out there questioning, am I supposed to get into a relationship? What's the significance of dating young? We dated young and we made it, but most people don't, and that makes it feel really special. And there's a lot of work that had to go into that.
I very much am in love with Carina. I love her, everything about her. And I think when I think about our relationship, it's really fun, it's really heartfelt. We've had some really tough moments that have made us both think about being together, not being together. And I think the realization that we both have come to, that it is good to be together and that we do match and we do fit each other's story well, is really remarkable and makes for a good team and a good couple and a good friendship as well. Like Carina said, she is my best friend. Even though I have other best friends, Carina is the person in my life that gets everything first. She gets my jokes first, she gets my stories first, she gets my money first. I'm kidding.
He's not kidding. No, I'm kidding.
But she gets a lot of firsts from me, and I'm happy to give that to her. And it makes me happy to give those things to her because that's what I want to do.
Thank you.
Of course.
Yeah. So we started a lot of things together. I mean, we started a podcast together, which felt like a really big leap of faith, and it's honestly been so much fun and so fulfilling. We started, we both kind of left our churches that we were going to and started searching for our own place to go to church. And growing up alongside of someone that you are dating is just a whirlwind of emotions and makes it extra special, but it's also very emotionally difficult as well. So 4 years just feels like such an accomplishment and such a beautiful thing, and I am so excited to accomplish more things with you and to see what happens this next year.
Me too.
Do you have advice for people who are maybe looking to date young and are wondering what steps to take or anything?
Honestly, I don't. I just want to be straight up. I really don't. But one thing I can say that I love about our relationship is that we were always empathetic with each other and we never gave up on each other just because we both had our own problems. And yes, sometimes there might be problems in a relationship where you should get out of it. And if it's unsafe and it feels like it's not going in a good direction, you should distance yourself from that relationship or even cut it off completely. But I think if you really love someone and they have some minor issues, try at first. Try. Don't immediately sweep it under the rug by saying, well, this part I don't really love, so I'll just end it with them now to save face. Try. Because that love you have for them could mean something, could be something important. And I think it can be a shame to give up on it so quickly when you've barely even really given them a chance. And then you get to a place where your standards are so high that you refuse anyone into your life and everything has to be perfection. And ultimately, I'm not perfect and Carina's not perfect, but we're perfect, I think, for each other in a regard. Not because we're actually perfect people, but because we work for each other, we work well and we work well together. And it's something that is beautiful. It might sound harsh, but it's a beautiful thing because we don't have to be perfect for each other.
I like that. And another thing I will say is please don't shy away from asking hard questions. I used to be so afraid to ask Seth for his opinion on things because I was scared that we were going to fight. And then that delayed a start to our serious understanding of each other. Ask the person what they believe. Ask if you're aligned on things. Ask about their vision for the future and what their values are. And obviously on the first date, you don't want to bombard them with those types of questions, but people shy away from the questions that are essential, the essential life questions that make you who you are and give you your outlook on life. And it just frustrates me that people will be together for months and not ask each other those things. And that was our situation too, which made things so much harder. And after I finally kind of broke down that wall and started asking him some of those real questions and moved beyond just the Disney fantasy of a relationship, I feel like we got to love each other and know each other so much more. So don't be afraid to start fights, because then you will actually start a fight if you delay it for too long.
Don't run away from
I think that's
the
Seth saying he
truth,
wants to conclude.
'cause I'm not giving up on you.
All right.
You guys ever see Let It Shine?
Love Let It Shine. Seth actually
You
showed me
don't.
Let It Shine. I do love it, just not as much as you.
I really like that movie.
We'll be back for our next anniversary. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Say happy anniversary to us.
Yeah,
Bye.
I love this woman.
Thanks.
End scene.